Happy Thursday morning, May 13, 2021. I'm Riley King. Welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Thursday morning, so let's begin. First up, first 12-year-old Granite Stater gets COVID-19 vaccine after registration opens up for a new age group. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Every family runs out of space.
Come on, Kate. I need to get in there. I'll be out in a minute. Come on.
You're so annoying.
When you're buying or selling a home, it all starts with having the right agent by your side.
Hello?
It's Michelle from the Masiello Group. I've got some great news.
Experience quality. Masiello.com.
Alexander Smith became the first 12-year-old in the state to get the Pfizer vaccine. His mom called 211 to learn the state website Vinny was about to open to the new age group, and she did not hesitate.
When we saw that the 12-year-olds were able to register, I registered him, and then it said there was an appointment available for this evening at 7 p.m. at the Salem State site. We jumped in the car and got down there as quickly as we could.
It was all smiles after the vaccination, but Alexander admits he really appreciated the pediatrician administering it and the dairy firefighter there for support.
The physician, he told me that it wouldn't hurt at all. It hurt less than the flu shot and the fire, and I was really scared, and the fireman held my hand.
It's very kind of them to all help us to end this pandemic. You know, it's all a team effort.
I got the vaccine. I didn't have any, side effects. So I don't see any reason why my son can't get it.
Tristan Sable from Belmont says she'll sign up her 13-year-old son, Braden, for the Pfizer vaccine.
I think it will help out lots of kids and from it spreading faster and all that.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is recommending the vaccine for adolescents.
In general, children who get COVID suffer mild symptoms and recover, but not all the time, unfortunately.
And the message from a 12-year-old who just got the Pfizer vaccine?
It's really not that scary, and it doesn't hurt at all. It hurts, less than the flu shot does. And the people who will give it to you are really nice.
Jean Mackin, WMUR, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire to start vaccinating children 12 and plus for COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The National Fire Protection Association says you should get your chimney inspected and cleaned every year. Caesar Chimney is a veteran-owned business that serves southern New Hampshire. We provide first-class service at a fair price, and our goal is to provide you and your family with peace of mind. We are timely, tidy, and make sure every customer is 100% satisfied. Contact us and schedule an appointment with one of our certified technicians at 603-518-5773 or online at cleanmychimney.com.
14 yay, and 1 refusal. The motion passes.
The final green light needed for many states as they waited for that decision to start giving kids 12 to 15 years old Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. State epidemiologist Dr. Benjamin Chan says he encourages everyone to get vaccinated as soon as they're eligible.
Hopefully many will take advantage of this opportunity that will be opening up this week.
Rochelle Walensky, director of the CDC, with this tweet to parents saying CDC now recommends that Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine be used for 12 to 15-year-old adolescents adolescents. Getting your adolescent vaccinated means they can return to social activities faster. It also gives you peace of mind knowing your family is protected.
This is one more giant step on our fight against the pandemic. My hope is that parents will take advantage of the vaccine and get their kids vaccinated.
The efficacy of the vaccine in a study of 2,000 12 to 15-year-olds was 100%. The study also noted similar side effects to those adults experienced due to the vaccine, like sore arms, fever, aches, and chills. Dr. Sarah Oliver of the CDC saying today in the meeting the benefits far outweigh the risks.
It's worth noting that this would still be in the top 10 causes of deaths among children in 2019, which is the last year that we have top 10 causes of death for comparison.
Now, the CDC also announcing today that COVID-19 vaccines can also be given alongside other vaccines that kids may be needing. Reporting live, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. With more than 70% of adults getting the first dose, vaccination rate slows in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Summit Packaging Systems is hiring for all shifts. Summit knows stability, security, and growth are extremely valuable. You'll develop skills to succeed and earn steady income and benefits. Apply online at summitpackagingsystems.com/careers today.
Despite health officials working to convince Granite staters that getting vaccinated is important, data shows there's more work to be done.
The number and the percentage of people who are receiving at least one dose of the vaccine is starting to slow.
But the number of people receiving their second dose is increasing, and the state is still requesting the full allocation of vaccine from the federal government.
We don't believe that this virus is going to magically go away. It's likely to be with us for many months or even years to come.
Right now, 66% of age-eligible people in the state have gotten at least one dose. Health officials want to see that number go as high as possible. Dr. Michael Calderwood says some may still have challenges when it comes to booking an appointment or getting to a vaccine site. Others may have concerns about pregnancy or worries about an allergic reaction.
I think we can get a lot of people over their concerns if they're actually directed to the true data rather than what they're seeing on social media.
And in the weeks ahead, he's encouraging the younger population to consider getting the vaccine as well.
Even if they're not hospitalized, the number of people with long-term symptoms, even after they recover, is going to take us years to really address.
Health officials recommend having a conversation with someone you trust about vaccine-related concerns. Reporting live in Manchester, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Four more Granite staters die of COVID-19. Cases and hospitalizations continue to fall. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Summit Packaging Systems is hiring for all shifts. Summit knows stability, security, and growth are extremely valuable. You'll develop skills to succeed and earn steady income and benefits. Apply online at summitpackagingsystems.com/careers today.
Current cases of COVID-19 are now at the lowest point since October, with just over 1,400 here in New Hampshire. 63 patients are in the hospital tonight, and there are 4 new deaths to report, bringing fatalities to 1,322, or 1% of cases here. Nationwide, fatalities have dropped to their lowest level in 10 months.
New Hampshire is one of 6 states where more than 70% of adults have received at least one dose of the vaccine. All of those states, except for Hawaii, are in New England.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Keene State College sees increase in cases, variants found in wastewater tests. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
tractor has been in our family since 1955, when great-grandfather Pearlie and our grandfather George decided to sell tractors out of their barn with a work ethic geared towards customer satisfaction.
According to the Keene State College website, as of Tuesday at 1 p.m., they were dealing with 56 total active cases of COVID-19. That's up 14 from last Friday. 34 of those are on-campus students, and 22 are off-campus.
It does provide us the information to continue to remind the community that why they need to take the protective measures, particularly because the students are part of the community. They're out there, they're working, they're going into the businesses, etc.
City Emergency Manager Court Bloomquist is also Keene's Director of Public Works. For more than a year, they have been monitoring the city's wastewater for evidence of the coronavirus at 2 sites, one on campus and one that focuses on the general population.
What we've been seeing is a uptick in the concentration levels in the Keene State sample point, which is reflective, I think, of what we're seeing for the uptick of cases on campus.
Bloomquist says that the samples are mostly predictive, meaning they show evidence of COVID-19 about 2 weeks to 10 days before people start showing symptoms, information they share with the college. He says this emphasizes the need for people in their late teens to early 20s to get vaccinated.
I think concern to me, is the right word. That's what where the concern is to make sure and encourage that population to do the right thing again, which is go out and get vaccinated sooner rather than later, because then we won't see these clusters.
Bloomquist says he hopes to continue the wastewater monitoring program to help the city and the college. Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Lebanon School Board votes to keep school resource officer position. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Their reviews? Our reviews.
I'm so happy.
Find out what we're all about at adamvroofing.com.
All right, all those in favor of the motion as stated, please raise your hand.
The Lebanon School District will keep its school resource officer for at least the time being.
7 in favor, opposed. 1, the vote is 7-1, the motion passes.
The overwhelming majority of committee members agreeing in favor of a more conservative approach to dealing with the issue.
I think any decision we make must be made only after thoughtful deliberation that is based on credible and relevant data that encompasses the experiences and viewpoints of all of the relevant stakeholders.
In March, the community voted to discontinue the use of the officer, leaving the final decision in the hands of the school committee.
The SRO has become a lightning rod for a larger situation that we are seeing in our society as a whole.
Dozens of people have spoken out on both sides of the issue. Among other things, supporters of eliminating the SRO position say more social workers should be in schools instead.
What makes schools safe is more BIPOC educators, transformative justice programs, and more mental health support, investing in the arts, music, and creativity outlets.
Tonight's vote secures the SRO position through the 2021-2022 school year and also calls for an independent equity assessment to be completed by November 1st. This aligns with the budget negotiations for the next school year and whether the position would continue to be funded. The school committee members admitting there is a lot of work to be done.
I think there are compelling arguments on both sides.
While some community members vow to keep up their fight as well.
We will keep fighting until our children no longer have to go to school with an armed police presence.
I'm Nicole Lally, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Here's how netting young trees can protect them against cicada. Let's take a listen to that video from WBAL TV 11 News, Baltimore.
So we're going to go ahead and put some cicada netting on one of our smaller trees over here.
If there's anyone who knows trees and landscaping care best, it's Carrie Angle at Valley View Farms. Today she showed us the value of putting a net over young trees ahead of Cicada Invasion 2021.
Now, I'd be careful about putting them on too soon because you still want pollination to take effect.
Angle says cicadas can be devastating to young trees.
The female cicadas, after they get together with the males, are going to just slit the ends of the branches and lay their eggs in that slit. So, maybe 6 inches to a foot back. And then eventually that'll sort of flag, that'll break away from the main branch.
Mature trees aren't so much at risk. Their branches are thicker and stronger. Plus, let's face it, it's difficult to climb that high to cover branches with netting. But the young tree branches, too weak to hang on, can break. And Angle says you'll notice some browning later this summer. If you do purchase netting like this for your trees, you need to make sure that the holes are no larger than 3/8 of an inch because cicadas can get through.
Yeah, the cicadas are coming, and a lot of people are excited about it, and some people are dreading it. But it's kind of a pretty cool phenomenon. You think about it, it happens every 17 years.
If your trees do take a beating, don't worry. Angle says it's a natural pruning that will eventually fix itself. In Cockeysville, Theo Hayes, WBAL TV 11 News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.